Yo, what is going on, guys? We're back today for another video. So the deep dives for October champions have went live, and if you guys don't know, October is my favorite month of the year. My birthday's this month. It's right by Halloween, so it's always spooky season. I love it. And yeah, we're gonna be talking about the two brand new champs, and that is Jacko Lantern. We're gonna take a quick look at them in game, who looks just awesome, bro. He's got the sickles and watch. He's flipping those sickles. Oh my goodness, I love that. Flaming pumpkin, like, yes. And then Scream, holy crap, look how good she looks in game, bro. Oh my god, wow, her character model just looks insane. Just, wow. Wow, it looks so good. I can't believe it. I did not think it would look that good. I was more excited about Jack aesthetically, but in-game, Scream just looks incredible. So I'm really hyped about these champs. Let's go ahead get into the deep dives. It's funny, I was actually watching Karate Mike stream right now. But yeah, now we're going to go watch the deep dives that he made. We also have a Purgatory one, which, you know what, why don't we just start with that? Let's do that.
Rampaging and more bloodthirsty than ever. Her soul shards have been upgraded to Soul Neutralize, causing the opponent to build up to 100% reduced buff ability accuracy as she works her way toward their soul. When capturing her opponent's soul, she now keeps hold of it for the rest of the quest, and she no longer needs to knock out her opponent to do so. Her soul effects have also been upgraded to make them all more effective. And she now gains these effects at the start of the fight against different classes regardless of if she's captured the soul or not. It's also easier for her to build Bloodthirst and stay in Demonic Rage, especially against those Cosmics with lots of buffs. If you're able to ramp Purgatory with multiple souls, you'll have a lethal questing champion at your disposal. Purgatory's ready to steal the soul of the contest. Have you updated yet? Well, you should.
Dude.
Purgatory's buff is waiting for you in the October update.
She's looking really good. Honestly, like, I think Purgatory is one of the coolest looking Kabam originals. They just got her so wrong. So I'm actually really hyped for the Purgatory buff, dude, honestly. She seems like a serpent counter as well now. I'm excited, dude. I'm excited, honestly. Purgatory, she's been trash ever since she came out, so she looks cool. I'm willing to give her a chance. All right, let's start with Scream.
What is going on, Summoners? We're back here today with another champion deep dive. Today, we're talking about Scream. So, sit back and relax, because it's time to get into it.
Let's go, Michael. We got with Scream here.
Scream enters the contest with dangerous hair. All of her hits have a 25% chance to inflict a bleed debuff for 10 seconds. When the opponent is inflicted with a personal bleed, she also inflicts an armor break debuff for 10 seconds. Plus, 0.5 seconds for each rank in the Deep Wounds Mastery. If a personal bleed is prevented by an immunity, she inflicts 2 armor breaks instead.
Ooh,
now,
nice.
Scream starts each fight with 4 Madness passives. When these expire naturally, or on her 4th light attack, they are all refreshed, and she gains 2 more. These max out at 8 stacks.
Okay.
The first Madness lasts for 18 seconds, with each additional decreasing by 20%. At 6, the opponent's stun debuffs suffer 100% reduced ability accuracy. And
that's nice.
She loses 2 madness when knocked down by a special attack, when a personal buff is nullified, or when incinerated by a mystic champion.
That's fair.
Madness is paused for 0.5 seconds when the opponent is struck by a basic attack, and during the opponent's specials, or while a striker is active.
Ooh, during the striker? I like that.
Madness is refreshed. Its icon changes to reflect the currently selected hybrid buff. These cycle through Vicious, Energize, Bulwark, and Impact. And either champion's second medium grants Scream the currently selected buff. When gaining a hybrid buff with 2 of the currently selected buff, Madness is refreshed instead. And while at 2 stacks of any hybrid, when she would gain a hybrid buff, she also gains a non-stacking undermine buff for 5 seconds, paused during her opponent's special attacks. When charging a heavy, she consumes 1 madness to inflict a 30% infuriate debuff for 5 seconds. And when madness is consumed by Scream, she gains a 100% auto block buff for 5 seconds. These count as well-timed blocks and have a 100% chance to resist a block break by a heavy. This buff is removed when struck with a contact basic attack. When successfully auto-blocking an attack, she gains 1 hybrid buff and inflicts a bleed debuff. Now, let's check out her special attacks. On each hit of her special 1, she consumes 1 madness to gain a 100% fervor buff for 20 seconds. If she reaches 0 madness, she instead gains madness for the duration of the attack. Additionally, she gains plus 20% attack rating for each unique buff on Scream for the duration of the attack. With a special 2, she consumes all madness on activation, and if 4 or more were consumed, she gains an unblockable buff for the duration of the attack. And on each hit of the final 4 hits, she deals a burst of direct damage for each personal debuff on the opponent. This maxes out at 30 debuffs, and the potency is increased for...
Okay, so let me read this for a second here. Direct damage, that's nice. So it's not physical or energy, it's just direct for each personal debuff. So it does have to be her own debuffs, but that's bleed, armor break, whatever. Okay, and the potency of these bursts increased by 8% for each madness consumed. Yeah, we can see some really big burst damage. Okay.
For each madness consumed.
It's a good damage source.
The special 3. At the end of this attack, she gains up to 8 madness and up to 2 of each hybrid buff. And until the end of her next special attack, abilities that consume madness during specials consume 0, but still grant their effects. Now, let's check out her signature ability.
What's that sig do?
When awakened, when madness is consumed by Scream, she has up to a 75% chance to gain a regen buff, healing 3% of missing health over 5 seconds.
Dude, it's always missing health. So annoying.
A regen buff.
Max health heals. Why is it always missing health? What else we got here? Okay, looks like she gets stuff for Spider-Verse, for Symbiotes, and verse Tech. Interesting.
Percent of missing health over 5 seconds. Also, against Spider-Verse heroes, each stack of madness reduces the opponent's evade ability accuracy by up to 25%. Against symbiotes, when gaining madness, each stack grants up to a 25% chance to gain an additional one. And against tech champions, each stack of madness reduces the opponent's armor up ability accuracy by up to 25%. Now, let's take her out for a spin in the champion rotation. To begin, perform a light ending combo to refresh your madness. Then, finish with mediums to start gaining your hybrid buffs. Performing a heavy will consume 1 madness to grant an auto block buff and inflict infuriate. Auto blocking will grant another hybrid. And from here, use your special 1 to consume madness for fervor. Then, stay aggressive as you build madness and rush to special 2. Keep in mind, gaining hybrid buffs while you have 2 of one kind will grant an undermine buff. And once you reach special 2, launch to consume your madness and deal bursts of damage for each debuff on the opponent. And hey,
some fat damage.
That auto block
this
buff
is the cheese.
Is only consumed when Scream auto blocks a contact basic attack. And each time she auto blocks,
some nice
she
cheese.
bleed and gains hybrid. So,
that's so funny.
Against opponents with non-contact attacks, things could get a little cheesy. Just make sure you're paying attention.
Dude, okay.
Thank you for watching this champion deep dive for Scream. And hey, if you like the video and want to see more,
drop that
click
like.
subscribe, like, comment, and share. And if you haven't already, join the official Marvel Contest of Champions Discord and come discuss. And remember, we'll see you
did not miss.
in the battle realm.
Dude, I like what I'm seeing. I'm a tad unsure. Like, she looks good, but I don't know how good it's gonna actually be translate to in game. Real quick, what I was just thinking about towards the end of that video is that the Venom Relic should be really good on her. So I just kind of want to take a look at that real quick. If I were to put the Venom Relic on Scream, yeah, you increase the bleeds. For each unique buff on the champion hits landed against bleeding opponents, gain critical damage rating. You can get a lot, max buff, 6 buffs. Yeah, you could get that with her. What do we have here? That won't really matter. Fury, Precision, Cruelty buff. I don't think she gains those buffs. She has weird buffs. But bleed, debuff, potency. It's going to be a big one. So, yeah. I feel like Scream has some serious potential. One thing, it showed something about like an impact something. I don't know what that was. I guess we have her in game. Let's just open up her abilities and read it ourselves. Let's see, there's something about impact. I don't think I know what that is. Yeah, let's see here. So for her hybrid buff, 25% vicious buff, which increases DOT. Then we have Energize, which increases combat power, which is all good buffs. We have Bulwark, which increases block frequency. But what does impact do? A 916.67 impact buff. Increases block penetration. Oh, interesting. That doesn't seem like that big. I thought impact was like some crazy thing, but yeah, that's okay. Okay. Yeah, dude, I think she's looking really good. All right, but now let's go look at Jacko Lantern, because that dude, I'm even more hyped for him, I think. Let's watch this.
We're back here today with another champion deep dive. Today, we're talking about Jacko Lantern. So, sit back and relax, because it's time to get into it. Jacko Lantern enters the contest with Master Assassin training, granting him immunity to reverse controls and incinerate effects. It also allows him to trigger the parry mastery against non-contact attacks.
Move that down a bit.
Also, whenever he would land a critical hit, he instead inflicts an instant incinerate. But against mutant champions, he inflicts a plasma instead.
I love this, bro. This is what Nimrod needed, you know, to be the tech mutant slayer that he is designed to be in the comic books. You know, Nimrod should 100% be applying plasma versus mutants, but he doesn't. But this guy does. I really like that. That's probably my favorite thing about him.
All of Jack-o'-lantern's personal damaging effects scale with his critical damage rating. And for every 3 damaging effects he inflicts on the opponent, or passive damaging effects he's inflicted with, he gains an inflamed passive for 25 seconds. These grant increased critical damage rating, ability accuracy, and energy resistance.
That's nice.
These are paused during special attacks and for 5 seconds when intercepting the opponent.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
Is active. The opponent's damaging effects suffer 100% reduced ability accuracy when hitting his block during special attacks. This does not trigger against cosmic champions, and mutants suffer an additional -5% flat ability accuracy for each inflamed passive active. Now, his 4th leg attack inflicts a non-stacking 20% cowardice debuff for 25 seconds. While suffering from a cowardice effect, mutants are less likely to activate their special one. Also, the first hit of his heavy attack grants a precision passive for 3 seconds. Now, let's check out his special attacks.
Wow.
On activation of the special one, He pauses all precision effects and gains 4 inflamed passives. With the special 2, the final 2 hits inflict 2 incinerate and poison debuffs, lasting for 3 seconds each. This becomes a plasma against mutant champions.
Yes, sir. Damn, that's a sick special 3.
At the
I
end
don't
of
think
his
that kinda
attack,
cuts the black,
he gains a
but
non-stacking precision
still cool.
passive for 15 seconds. He also gains 12 inflamed passives. Now, let's check out his signature ability. When awakened, during the opponent's special attacks, he gains a bulwark passive, granting up to 35% block proficiency. Additionally, while suffering from any energy damaging passives, he passively regenerates up to 3% of his base health per half second. Now, let's take him out for a spin in the champion rotation.
Dude.
To begin, strike the opponent to start building your inflamed passives. Finishing a combo with a light will inflict your cowardice debuff, making mutants less likely to use their special 1. Intercept the opponent to keep them paused, and then chain your heavy into your special 1 to gain and pause a precision and finish your ramp. Keep in mind, Jacko Lantern is immune to reverse controls, and he can parry non-contact attacks. From here, build up to your special 2, and hear that sinister cackle as you watch him melt his opponent with those damaging debuffs. If the opponent isn't already knocked out, just build back to that special 2 and let it rip until they are.
So much damage. Holy crap.
Thank you for watching this champion deep dive for Jacko Lantern. And hey, if you liked the video and want to see more, click subscribe, like, comment, and share. And if you haven't already, join the official Marvel Contest of Champions Discord and come discuss. And remember, we'll see you in the battle realm.
Tech Broom Rider. That's bro's name. Dude, okay, so Scream looks really cool and interesting, and I feel like has potential. But like I'm not completely sold, and I'm not entirely sure exactly where she's going to be super used, basically. Jacko Lantern, on the other hand, this dude, like, already, I feel
about Jacko Lantern,
like he's already, I can already foresee him being extremely meta relevant in so many different areas of the game, in Battlegrounds, in Alliance War, in questing. He seems like just one of the best onslaught counters around. Not having crits, having plasma versus mutants, having regen. He's going to be... I wonder how he's going to do against Domino. Because if we jump in game here, we take a look. I think his SIG ability and his inflamed... So the inflamed gives him ability accuracy, I think it was. Yeah. Each inflamed gives him 2% ability accuracy. So the more ability accuracy, the better against Domino, you know. And energy resistance as well, because energy resistance, Domino's damage back is energy based, so you want energy resistance. But also the SIG, that second bullet point, while suffering from any energy damaging passives, which would include, you know, Limbo, Domino's critical failure damage, Jacko Lantern passively regenerates base health per half second. So yeah, those numbers are, it says 0.06 at SIG 1 to a max of 0.18% at SIG 200. So like I don't, those are less than a percentage. So I don't really know what that's gonna look like in a fight. So I don't know how to gauge him being a Domino counter yet. I think he definitely has potential, especially the higher the SIG, the better Domino counter he should be. But yeah, dude, I really like him. Really like him. Immune to reverse controls as well, which is nice. Just the plasma versus mutants, so good. Yeah, I don't think he has any kind of power control, which would be really nice. But the cowardice to kind of prevent the opponents from throwing the special 1, I don't know how reliable that's going to be, though, you know. like Intimidate is also supposed to not make opponents throw specials, and look how good that works. So yeah, I don't know about that, but I think Jack definitely has a lot of potential, and I can see him just being already used. At least, you know, bare minimum, he's going to be an onslaught counter going forward. One of the best ones, too. So, yeah, man, I'm really excited. I think he looks really cool. Definitely the coolest looking champs released all year. This month wins that for me. All day long, bro. Jack looks incredible. And Scream just... When I actually looked at her in game, I was like, just blown away. Mind blown. So yeah, guys, that's going to go ahead and do it for this deep dive reactions. Let me know which champion you are more excited about this month. Scream in the comment section down below. Scream or Jacko Lantern. I think for me, it's Jack. But I still like Scream. And if you guys have any ideas where you think Scream is going to be really meta relevant and useful, you know, let me know in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear it. Jack as well, if you have any ideas where he's going to be used, I'd love to hear it. Start theory crafting a little bit. But that's going to do it for this video. Hope you guys did enjoy it. Drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. Thanks so much for watching. Peace.